Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be speaking about the role of customer success in SaaS. So if you're new here, I did introduce what SaaS is in a previous video, but if you want to know more, I'll attach in the description a link to what I think is the best video out there. Shout out to IBM. So what is customer success? Someone asked me this at an event last year, and I blurted out the first thing that came to mind. I said customer success is a role that the tech bros came up with, and it worked. But in this video, I'll be taking a deep dive into the essence of customer success and hopefully do justice to what the role does. Customer success, and I get that people ask this all the time because they are, or it falls under, or it's related to other roles under the customer experience umbrella. So that's customer support, customer care, customer service, etc. But they are different things. Top of my head, customer success is more proactive than reactive. And also the customer success role can only be found in SaaS companies. So that's technology companies. I stand to be corrected, of course. We'll just break down where customer success comes in and allow me to take it all the way to the top. So we have a software company. For example, let's just call them XYZ. And they are coming into a market like Nairobi, and they're selling their software solutions to businesses. So backed with, of course, amazing marketing, you have a commercial team on ground, and you're looking to get customers or businesses to adopt your technology. So after the sales process and a decision has been made by the organization that wants to take in this new solution and use it within the different departments. So that's where customer success steps in. Ideally, they help or as associate or manager or whoever, but a customer success person helps with the onboarding process. And this is very crucial, especially in the African market. Not throwing any shade, but we are still yet to get to the point where you can adopt without human assistance. All right, so we'll talk about the 3 responsibilities that you will have in customer success. So first is onboarding. You are responsible for helping businesses start using the technology product. So as I said initially, post payment, so when a decision has been made by a business to take up a technology solution that they can use, usually there's a lot of, not a lot, but there's a process that comes with that. So you are responsible for guiding either the key decision maker, the head of the department that said yes to your product, and members within the team that will also be using the product. So you can couple this up with providing resources, training, but just generally being available through the process of them bringing in this foreign entity into how they used to operate previously. So for onboarding, if you do it really well, it really determines how much value this business that has paid for your solution is going to derive from what they've paid for. So make sure that you're available constantly, and also make sure you have the patience to guide all these people that are going to be consuming the tech to a point where they're now very familiar enough for them to be using it constantly. So that's it for onboarding. You are in charge of building relationship with your customers. So this is very, very important because other than understanding the challenges that the business is facing, the objectives that they have consuming your tech solution, you also need to learn the different preferences. So customers are different. even in terms of how you communicate, how you show the product, and how you just like interact generally with them. Preferences are just very different. You find that there are people who kind of want you to text them and not send them an email. There are people who want you to email them and not find them on WhatsApp. There are people, so other than that, communication, etc. So even in the adoption process, people are very different. So it is your responsibility to understand those differences and take them into account when dealing with these specific clients across the board. Number 3 is retention. So it's your role to understand the engagement that your customer is having with your product for different reasons. So one, you need to get feedback and inform the product team and sort of like come up with strategy around that, whatever feedback you're getting. But also around retention is you need to understand like how this customer is using. So the usage and metrics that come with interacting with your product, and this helps you to keep them using, which is what you need, right? Because it's important that someone will pay for the product, but I think what's more important is that they use and continue using to a point where they actually see impact and see whatever it is that you sold them. So the value that you're bringing needs to be felt within the department. And so the only way they can do that is just they interact with the product, they use as much as possible, they have a really good understanding of like how to use, etc. And they just keep coming back and hopefully tell their friends about you. All right, so now that we've looked at the responsibilities that come with the role, we're going to talk about the different skills that you need so that you can be more effective. So number 1 is product knowledge. So you need to be tech savvy. Hopefully I'm not being too forthcoming, but you need to be very sharp when it comes to understanding tech solutions, because you are going to be explaining and guiding someone else to be using the solutions. So that's very, very important. But also outside of that, within your operations, you'll be interacting with different technologies as well. Let me just give an example that you all know, like Google Workspace and whatever other solutions that you'll use for your different operations. So you need to have a really good understanding of technology solutions and just be like in a position to quickly grasp the products. Number 2 is problem solving. So I was recently in a situation where as I was a customer and there was a challenge, and the business explained this challenge to me, but the way they were explaining it was in a way that it was sort of like given that I should sort of come up with my own solutions in that case. And you see this a lot if you're the client. So in the customer success role, the clients are counting on you to problem solve. So if there's any sort of challenge that comes up, either with their usage or with just general understanding, it's a good skill to have for you to just think quick on your feet and just think of like ways to work around that and just solve the problem, basically. So lastly is people skills. Now, this is a much needed skill, especially in this role. A lot of the times, customer facing roles, you hear the word empathy attached to it, which is okay. It's good to sort of portray that you feel whatever your customer is feeling, you feel their pain or whatever else they're feeling. But also people skills generally are needed, not just to like build rapport and have a good relationship with the client, but also to take note of underlying things that might not be said out loud, so that you can use them to help them use your technology and also like help them solve the problem that they had that led them to them coming to your business and adopting your technology. So that's it on the customer success role. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas on what topics you'd like me to cover, please make sure you put them in the comment section. Thank you.